Hello, Iowa. How y'all doing? Tom, you and Ruth have been friends for a long, long time. And I mean this sincerely. Jill and I really wish we could be there with you tonight to celebrate a truly remarkable partnership between you and Ruth and a truly remarkable career. You know, I've served a long time with an awful lot of really fine women and men, but Tom, as long as I've known you, from the time you first came to the House to your Senate days, you've been the conscience of the Democratic caucus, and I mean that sincerely. You've had a North Star, old buddy, that no one's ever doubted, and no one's been more clear in their understanding of why they ran for office in the first place than you. You have stayed with what you said you believed. Like you, I got elected when I was young, and a lot of candidates used to come to me because they actually thought, well, if Biden can get elected at 29, there must be a secret. And they really would come and say, what do I have to know? And I tell them all the same thing. And I mean this sincerely. I tell them that the single most important thing you have to know is what you're willing to lose this election over. What you're willing to lose over. What's the principle that is worth losing over? Because you can't answer that question, then it's pure ambition, which is not bad. But you'd be much better served doing something more rewarding financially. Tom, you've always known what's worth losing over. It is always, you've always had a clear understanding of the issues that you cared about. And my observation is they all surrounded the middle class, having a fighting chance, and people at risk. Tom, you and I have talked about this before. There used to be a basic bargain in America, agreed on by both Democrats and Republicans. And the bargain went like this. If an individual contributed to the productivity and profitability of the outfit he worked with, they got to share in the bounty of that. That's no longer the case. The bargain's been broken. And the tax structure is stacked in favor of unearned income against hardworking people with earned income. But it's not just a tax system. It's a lot of other things. But you've always stood up to protect that basic bargain. You've taken so many risks. You've taken so many risks to stand by what you believe, to stand by what you ran on in the first place. And as a consequence, you've become the most accomplished official, not only in Iowa, in my view, but in almost any state that since I've been in the United States Senate. You know, Tom, not only did you change the lives of millions and millions of Americans with the Americans with Disability Act, you did the same thing with IDA, school programs to educate children to the degree to which they're educable. You did something else, something really remarkable. You changed the way Americans view those issues. Not only changed the state of affairs, but you saved America's soul because you understood that what people with disabilities want, most of all, is to be treated with dignity, to be treated with respect. And that's what you taught all Americans as they watched the law go into effect. They now understand that it's about dignity and respect. So Tom, your conscience, again, has awakened the conscience of the American people as long as you've been engaged. Speaking out against the war in Vietnam in the early days, death squads in Central America, to the outrages that take place around the world, relating from everything from genital mutilation of young women in Africa to child labor and tobacco production. The list goes on and on. Tom, your choices have had a profound impact on how we view ourselves. And today, you really do, and this is not hyperbole, since Teddy left, you used to both be. Now you are the conscience of the United States Senate. You never allow anyone in the Democratic caucus, and folks, I mean this sincerely, he never has allowed anyone, as long as I've worked with him, the comfort of denial. You refuse to permit the willing suspension of disbelief that so many of our colleagues would rather engage in than recognize and acknowledge the difficulty of the problem and the political consequence of dealing with it. And one more thing, Tom. There are a few people I've worked with who are as solid as you. Everyone knows in both parties that whatever you say you mean and whatever you say you'll do, you do. You do what you say and you don't yield. You know, I know we have 6 more months to work together, and I'm going to cherish those. But let me say it now, Tom. It's been an extraordinary honor to watch you work and to work with you and to be your friend. And you deserve every single recognition you're going to get tonight. And by the way, old buddy, after you're gone, don't think you're rid of me. I'm still going to need your help and your advice. Congratulations, buddy. You deserve it.